Hey there, it's Ian Ugarte here, and I'm going to take you through, because we haven't done a video on the final tiny house completed finished after it returned from Brisbane. So we did a trip down and back from Brisbane, and as you can see, it's here. It has a full towing capacity that's able to be towed. Interestingly enough, the authorities had to be informed by us what the towing capacities are, the widths, the heights, because they had no idea themselves. So let me just take you around the outside. We've got obviously the external cladding. This project was done for under $20,000. It came in at $18,591 is what the total cost was in the end. Now, where we made our savings were cladding. A lot of the cladding was at $2 a metre. We used as much second-hand as we possibly could. And second-hand meant either it was being used material or it was material that was purchased that we were buying off someone else who had over-ordered. So we try to create a sustainability as much money. Now this was originally a caravan, and if you have a look at the other videos on our Facebook page there, you will see the time-lapse of where it went from caravan to what this is. Now important with a caravan is that if you're going to use the structure of a caravan, that you do not take the internals away very quickly and maintain as much of the internal. So what I mean that is the cupboard space and the cabinets, they're actually holding the structural integrity of the caravan together. This happens to have an aluminium frame which is 75mm, so it's actually a bigger frame than normal. So what we did on this one you would not normally do on most caravans, because most caravans have a 25mm to 50mm frame. We had a much larger frame to work with. So we've got the original windows that came in, and so that's the part of the original caravan. So most of the windows that you'll see and doors that you installed. So this was the original door. We obviously put our own timber door on it, and we've got a sliding door up the other side there which will take you through into the lounge area. So let's start with the kitchen dining area. Come on in. So the kitchen dining area, as you can see, can sit comfortably 4 people. I'll say up front we can fit 7 people in here as sleeping. If that's what you wanted to do, you probably wouldn't. But there you've got 4 comfortable seating positions, a decent sized table, wine glasses, plates, cutlery, everything can go in there. Now if we pack this away, we can simply move this computer onto the kitchen bench. And working at a tiny is about making sure that you create as much space as you possibly can. So this here folds up and in so that we can lock that off, and we can also lock this off here. We are then in a position where we've got an open floor plan of space. These are stackable, so we simply stack these into a position, and we do have cupboard space for them, and they're made so that they can go into cupboard space, but I will put them over here for now. And the important part about space is beds take up a huge amount of space. So if you can find a way to be able to hide beds and turn them into parts of furniture, you're in a different position to normal. So with this one here, we can pull this cupboard down, we pull our leg over here and fold down to a double bed. So that's a standard double, fully sprung mattress in a nice space with some power points there obviously for phone at night time, whatever, and we've still got space around it. So you've still got space to walk around this, fold it up out of the way in the morning, and you don't need to have you don't even need to make the bed. Fold it away out of the morning, and then we've got a usable space. So you can see up here, this the original caravan roof came through this panel here. This from here down is the original caravan internals, window, the whole lot. Up the other end we've also got cabinets. So as I go through, we'll show you the different cabinets. Now with this here, I'll fold it back up again, get it out of the way so that we can show you the next part of the project. So again, it's pretty light. You can get these off our website, smallisnewbig.com.au, so that's smallisnewbig.com.au. Now here we've got a ladder that we position in place, lock it in, and the camera girl is going to make her way up there. Up this end, it's sort of like a day bed. You can actually fit a double mattress up there, but we've put a single in, and so up the ladder into a single mattress for either a child or for you to be able to read during the day. It's the ceiling and the roof in here is actually a core panel, so it's actually got polystyrene between a roofing sheet and a flat sheet. And we've got the balustrading, which obviously stops them for safety for kids falling off. We have also, this has to be a fully functioning house, so a tiny house has to function well. So if you look in this cupboard here, we've got a full gas, electric and low voltage fridge. This is also a space for a washing machine. We've got a full working kitchen. So in this full working kitchen, sink, gas cooktop with one electric if you ever plugged in, and we've also got a full gas oven in there too. These are the original cupboards that came in the original caravan. So this is where the structure is held in, and we've obviously got low voltage around the place too. So the low voltage lights are running off a battery. So this is an off-grid home. So we can do off-grid on these. We've got a blue light. We can actually change the colours, and I can show you that in a couple of different places. So if we come through to this end again, original cupboards. So these are newer cupboards. The top cupboards are new, but these cupboards here and here are the original, and that's holding the structure together, as well as the cupboards that you'll see over this side. And you'll actually see that there's an angle on this. That's the original roof of the caravan. So the original caravan's roof was sitting on top of that timber there. So that's the original roof, and these are the original cupboards, original walls on both sides. And rear, you can see that entire unit from here down. This is all original caravan. So that's holding structure together, plus the extra structure we put on the outside. Original window that came out the back of the caravan on an angle, and we made that fit. If you stay right there, I'll open up. We have a full working bathroom here. So we've got a full shower that has hot water, the whole lot. We got the basin, we got some shelves put in here, we've got a dry composter toilet in here. These ones here, this is done by EcoFlow in Brisbane. So these ones are dry composter to compost the material, so that over time it breaks down and you can then put it into your garden. So that's the full shower, which you don't normally get. So it's not hasn't got the most space in the world, but it has space. It's fully waterproof. It's got everything that you would have in a normal house, except that it's just a little bit smaller, but it's still comfortable. You can get changed in there, you can have showers, you can do the whole lot. Again, we've got space for microwave should you need it with an inverter, or if you're plugged in. We have a full double bed again, so this sofa becomes a double bed, and we have all the storage up here. So the original cupboard went through and down all the way. Now that's cut down. Below that space there is the petrol generator if you ever need to back up power if you don't have enough battery power. Down here is where our battery is kept. That's a 100 amp hour battery. You can double that up if you need more storage. Plus you've still got battery storage, so more storage up here. They're accessed from the rear. To get to that one's from the rear, and that one you can get both ways. And again, the use of space is really important. So if we make our way down here, so I don't know if you can stand in the back corner there, we decided to put an attic ladder in here. Again, we bought this second hand off, I think we got this one off Gumtree. So it folds down and out of the way. So we've taken a lounge room that's got plenty of space, that has a sofa in it, and also has the ability to have a desk that again folds out of the way to create more space. The table, plant gets put on there, and the computer, plus we've got PowerPoints around it. Now this is really the master bedroom. You're about to go up the stairs and into the master bedroom, and you've got some decent space up there. A queen size bed, fully sprung. It has everything that you possibly need up there. You've got power, you've got safety as far as the rails, you've got hanging space for your clothes, your dresses and shirts and suits, and you know, it's very warm up there. You have, it doesn't take much for that place to warm up in winter. And again, we've got cross breeze. So we've got a window at both ends. What you're looking for is a cross breeze through in summer to be able to get the place cool and functioning at a temperature where it's good to be inside. So again, all the panelling on the roof is 75 or 100 millimeter polystyrene, so that it's got good thermal capacity and holds the heat in or keeps the heat out, whichever season it is. So again, all the voltage on the lighting is 12 volt LED low voltage, and you know, it's quite a nice place. Take you back out here, and hopefully we get you a view of the rear as well. So we've got a nice little spot here. Again, we've got the battery in here, and in here is where the generator kept. If you've got power, we can hook it up to 240 so it runs the power points. If you need an inverter, can run from 12 volt to 240 for anything. You wouldn't be able to run the microwave, it'd be too much. But you know, in saying that, you've got a lot. So here we can see the window, which is, you know, this was the original external cladding of the caravan, which we've now modified, and we had a lot of help in this from a lot of people in the high-res community, and I really want to thank them that, and I'll do that in a second. So if we come up here and we'll have a look at the overall look of the caravan from both sides, you can see again the original windows. The top window's new, but every other window that you can see in that shot is the original windows of the caravan, and really important. So if you were to take that cladding off, we would have our skeleton frame on that, and then we would have the caravan walls inside that. So we've actually got a lid on top of the caravan that gives you insulation, plus we've got the external cladding with an air gap in between that before we hit the external cladding of the existing caravan, and inside that there's also polystyrene originally from that cladding space. So we've got a really nice thing. You can see just underneath, you can see the legs that wind down to stabilise so that you're not wonky and sitting on suspension. That's the original axle that's there. Now underneath that trailer is it's a 250 millimeter U-beam, and that 250 millimeter U-beam goes all the way through. So the structural build of this caravan, back when it was built, and I think it's an early 80s model, late 70s model, they were built really strong. And they were built to be able to be towed, not massive distances, but really from a place to a place to a place. So how did we do all of this for $18,500? We did it with the help of a really fabulous community, and it's what we call the high-res community. Christine and I are just, over the moon about who they are, what they do, and how we pulled this together. There is some leaders in this community that made this work. I'll start telling you who they are. Steve and Nadia Hart from Hart Enterprises, amazing couple that are unbelievable what they do in renovations and teach people how to renovate as well. We have Ted Onus that has come along and helped them out and helped me out. He's part of the property games from the I Love Real Estate community. We have Troy Volga, who basically project managed while I was away, so Christine and I were not here. So this took 21 days to do that. Then we had a huge amount of students in this community that came along to help us, and I would like to mention them all, but I can't because I'd forget some of you. So those people that know, the Marks, the Sues, the other Mark, the Wards, the Neils, all the girls that came along and helped out with the painting. I'm just really, really thankful for what you've done. The story with this is we're going to probably take it down to Tasmania, where the Tasmanian government is interested to see what we're doing, and hopefully be the first state in the country that will approve on a state level the ability to park a tiny house on a property for a certain period of time, or at least come up with a balance between the National Construction Code, which used to be known as BCA, and a trailable home, so that we can get this balance in between, so that we can sort up and sort out a number of different specifications, so that something can be kept on a block and it can keep everyone in there safe. So wastewater is always a big important thing. One of our companies is a wastewater company, and we've developed a grey water treatment system to treat the water on this. It'll treat about 400 to 500 litres a day. You won't be using 400 to 500 anyway, and that will be to reuse standards. So that is being able to use it for garden hosing and all the rest of it. So none of this stuff where you have to put it underground and you have to worry about chlorine. We're talking fully AAA certified water, and you know, it's really quite an exciting time. So that's our tiny home. Thank you to the amazing camera lady, and also any questions, just ask us, and we're always here to be able to keep you informed and help you out. So on behalf of Smallies and You Big and everyone in the office, including Sally and Rebecca, who's helped us out amazingly with this project, thank you, and we'll see you soon.